All right, guys. So I watched Agatha All Along, episode 3, and overall, I thought that this was another pretty solid episode. We get to we have the characters have some more interactions with each other. We learn a little bit more about them and about their. We get glimpses as far as their past and things that they've been through, and I thought all of that was very intriguing. We're kind of getting some more information on the teen and about Agatha herself, some things that she apparently did, which is like, ooh, spooky, scary. So overall, not like an amazing episode, but very intriguing. And it ended, and I was like, ooh, I want to see more. I want to find out about these characters, which I think is a good mark for any show, I feel like. So let's get into some of it. So near the very beginning of the episode, we learn that nobody can hear what the teen is saying. I feel like a lot of us were kind of thinking that it was specifically Agatha that couldn't hear the teen give or say his name. That it was like something specifically about Agatha for her not to be able to know. But now it's been confirmed that it's a spell that works on everybody, so nobody can know who he is. I do kind of. I think I know who he is. I'll get to that in a second, though. So they then get into the escape room, and I really like the whole escape room motif here. I like all the outfits in the show, I gotta say. Like, I understand that this show is very much like aimed at a female audience, and I think that a part of that is them being on like, look at all the different outfit changes. But like, even I'm sitting here like going like, damn, Catherine Hahn, slay queen. I just feel like all of her outfits are just like iconic. What is it, like hashtag iconic? Do people still do hashtags anymore? I don't think so. Uh, anyways, I like the escape room motif. Then we get into this conversation here where Jennifer is telling the teen about Agatha, and she starts revealing that Agatha apparently. So she says that Agatha sold her son, gave up her son in order to get the Book of the Damned. Now, I don't. Is that the same thing as the Darkhold? Is it? I'm honestly not sure. I'm going to be completely honest with you. But either way, it's some kind of book, and it might be the Darkhold, but I'm kind of not sure. Either way, she gave up her son to do it, and I think that this is my prediction that I'm putting out there. I think that the teen is Agatha's son. Because something that I kind of noticed about this episode is that Agatha is very much like a bad person, right? Like she tries to avoid drinking the poison. She tries to get out of it. She shows like she's just mean to all the other witches in the coven. She also shows like a disregard for Sharon's safety, which, unfortunately we'll get to that, I guess. But there's one moment in the episode where the teen, she's like, okay, fine, I'll drink, or he's like, okay, fine, I'll drink the poison. And Agatha's very quick to be like, no, I'll drink it. And it's like, huh. Why is she being like selfless here and trying to protect the teen? I think that the teen is her son, and I think that she knows that he's his son, and I think she's pretending to not know. That's my prediction here. I know that the main prediction going into the show is that the teen is like Wanda's son, like one of her sons, and it's like, again, maybe somebody can explain to me in the comments how exactly the theory worked, because it's been explained to me. I just forgot, but like I still feel like Wanda her kids aren't real. Unless somehow she like died and a figment of her imagination that's like so powerful to just exist as a person, unless that's who this guy is, I just don't really see how he would be her son. Based on what they're hinting at here, I think it makes more sense that he's Agatha's son, and Agatha is just pretending not to know who he is, because she's like nervous about like wanting to explain it. or like explain the fact that she gave him up, or maybe she's again just like a bad person who doesn't want a relationship with him. But that's my thing. The other thing to point out is that in this same conversation, she brings up like sort of the theories, and she mentions Mephisto. We finally have Mephisto. Mephisto mentioned. Does that? Obviously, everybody's gonna like Mephisto's a meme at this point, but I'm like, I think we're gonna see Mephisto in the show. Would they just drop a random Mephisto name drop? I mean, yeah, they could. They very easily could. Um, I don't remember what the rumors were, but I feel like Sacha Baron Cohen was rumored to play Mephisto at one point, and I can't remember what project it was supposed to be in. Could it have been Ironheart? Because I remember that Ironheart is supposed to be like a show that's about technology versus magic. So I feel actually, yeah, that I feel like those reports are coming back where it's like I think Sacha Baron Cohen was rumored to play Mephisto and Ironheart at some point. I don't know if that ever materialized. But could you imagine if he just shows up here? That'd be fun. So keep that in mind, Mephisto. He can show up at any point. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, overall, like I like this conversation here where it seems like Alice is getting along with the teen. It's a kind of a cute conversation. I like that. I do think that the show gets a little too goofy at some points. Still, where it's like okay, like this whole thing where everybody got Botox or whatever. It's like okay, that's a little goofy. I feel like the joke maybe went on a little too long. There was also like that bit where they're making the potion, like that also just felt a little goofy the way that was executed. It's like again, I understand that that's also like what the show is going for. It's going for like a hocus pocusy tone. It's going for like a Halloween-y special thing where it's not like it's kind of trying to be goofy, but it just doesn't always quite work for me. But you know, I thought that all the like flashbacks, little shroom trips that everybody went through, I thought those were really interesting. So like we get a look at Alice's mom, where we kind of learned that her mom felt like guilty, I guess, because she couldn't save her grandma. I guess that's like an interesting thing here. So I think we're probably going to explore that at some point. But then the other ones are kind of vague. So like Jennifer has a nightmare with this guy. I don't know who he's supposed to be. Like I don't know if he's supposed to be her dad or maybe like a mentor of some kind or just maybe somebody that like tried to like I don't know kill her at some point. I don't know. I feel like I don't think they even unless I just like blanked, I don't think they really mention what his deal is. Then we also get her. I'm forgetting her name actually. Sorry, my apologies. But yeah, we kind of reveal that her like sort of traumatic event is that I guess she like let a bunch of people around her die. And we get some creepy imagery as well. And yeah, so that seems to be her deal. And then we also get Agatha's. And yeah, we see this book. You know, I'm going to look up a picture of the Darkhold. Give me one moment. Oh, yeah, no, okay. So this totally is the Darkhold, by the way, just to be clear. But yeah, so it's like in a crib. So that's basically like confirming that Jennifer was right and that she did indeed do that. And by the way, Catherine Hahn's performance in this scene was like actually really great when she's like genuinely distressed and whatnot and like horrified at what she did. Very, very good performance by Catherine Hahn in that scene. But yeah, pretty dark stuff. And then the episode ends and Sharon's just dead. I don't know if that's permanent. Like, do they really kill her off? I don't know. I'm honestly not sure. It felt very sudden, I will say. Trying to think back to the trailer, and now that I think about it, I don't know that I remember any scenes with Sharon that are beyond this episode. So I think she very well might be dead. So that sucks, I guess. She was kind of a funny character, although, I mean, what was she really gonna help with in this show? I guess. But yeah, Sharon's dead. So overall, good episode. I thought it was overall very fun. A little parts that I thought were a little too goofy, but it still did have like genuine intrigue. I'm like the characters are really starting to grow on me. I'm intrigued by their backstories and whatnot. I kind of like their relationships developing. So yeah, I'm into the show so far. I think it's pretty solid. Is it as good as WandaVision? I personally don't think so. It's definitely not as good as like The Penguin, which is currently airing, and I feel like that's kind of outshining this a little bit on the DC front. Not to make it a Marvel versus DC thing, but I just turned it into that. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do? You can't do anything. But still, it doesn't matter because I enjoy it. It's a good show. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.